Thank you for giving me time to explain my letter. Well, what I've written is very simple. I just want to say that when we elect the chairman and then the deputy chairman later on today, we can have time to talk about the security measures. I hope we can put questions to the candidates. This is a very simple point. The HC chairman and deputy chairman are ex-officio members of the LC Commission. So the House Committee should also be responsible for the administrative work. Just that we've delegated the work to the LC Commission, and the HC chairman has to take part directly in the work of the LC Commission. So what their sort of stance would be very crucial. In the past few months, of course, we have had a very controversial issue, and therefore we should be given an answer as to their position, and that will influence how we vote. A lot of members talked about what happened on 12th of June. On that day, I was refused entry. I was one of the many members who have been refused entry. Other members have not talked about the details. I would like to elaborate so as to let you understand why it's very serious. On that day, if I remember correctly, the Amber Alert was on, and we were supposed to be able to go in and come out of the LC complex. We were surprised when we were denied entry. Members who spoke before me didn't mention this particular detail. Well, in fact, the door, the entrance of the LC was locked. In other words, when we came out from the car park, when we tried to enter the compound, we found that the metal gate was locked. So we were on the other side of the metal gate, and we saw police officers being deployed behind the metal gate within the compound. I would like to know why there was a lock. In other words, if you want to go in or come out, then you need somebody to unlock the padlock or the key, use a key to unlock the door for you, and nobody had the keys. I asked the security guards to open the door, to no avail. We were not able to contact the SG by telephone call. Then quite a lot of time elapsed, during which there was a very intensive launching of the tear gas rounds, and we were affected by the tear gas as well. At that time, we were together with Mr. Lam Cheuk Ting, and in fact he was pepper sprayed. At the time, we would very much like to gain entry, and we hope that we can give Mr. Lam Cheuk Ting some treatment. It took us 30 minutes before we could gain entry. Once inside, we made inquiries as to who gave an order, and it appears to me that the order given was quite contrary to what we understood. We tried to find out who issued the order. Security guards didn't tell us who issued the order. Somebody from the Secretariat or a specific instruction or direction from the LC Commission.
So we wanted to understand what actually happened. So in future House Committee or LegCo Commission meetings, I hope this will be discussed. But what do we expect of the candidates? They should tell us about their views on the LegCo security arrangements, and this is something they must make clear. In recent days, sometimes we saw that the LegCo complex was peaceful inside, but there was a red alert. So when we came back during the weekend, we could not go inside the complex because the red alert was in place. And after the policy address was read on Wednesday, there was no risk whatsoever, but the complex was still on yellow alert. After our assistants left the complex and tried to come back in, they had to undergo the security scan again. So why were the yellow and red alerts in force for such a long time, despite the lack of obvious risks? They might cite certain risks that we do not know of. I hope the future chairman and vice and deputy chairman of the House Committee or LegCo Commission could tell us more about these hidden risks. Since this is a matter of concern for so many members, apart from meetings behind closed doors for the LegCo Commission, is there any way all members can take part in the discussion and learn about the problems and solutions? Thank you very much.